But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
The Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together in other way, halal fun. You know, before we start, some people asking me, you did not come for 48 hours. My friend, how many times we said, at least make it 20,000 view so we can come even maybe in the same day. So if you like us to come again faster, share the video with more people, so we will have more than 20,000 view, and then maybe in the same day I will come again, if not the second morning. So if you care to be with us again live faster, well, give me a reason to come. If the people did not watch the video yet, why I want to come and make a new video? So help us share the videos so people will come and see. You know, you ask the Muslims, before we talk about Zuzu, Zakir Naik, you will see the Muslim comment, as an example, one of the Muhammadan, he says, you Christian worship a dude, have testicles. And I laugh really. And I say, Muslims, you worship a dude who have no testicles yourself. So this God, Allah, he have two eyes, he have two legs, he have two hands. He have a physical body, but he don't have testicles and he don't have a penis. And what make it more funny, that the Muslim believe that the Holy Spirit came as a perfect man to Mary, and that's mean the Holy Spirit, according to them, they claim it's Jibreel, but nowhere the Quran says it's Jibreel. The Holy Spirit, according to the Muhammadan, have testicles, have a penis, and he's a perfect man. And here the question is, why he have a penis then? You know, if he is not going to use it. I'm using their logic, you see. So the Muhammadan are so desperate, they are silly, they are, you know. Then we find that their God, he says, if we want to take a partner, if we want to take a girlfriend, we would like to take it from ourselves. So if your God have no penis, why he want to take a partner? He would use his finger? I wonder. I will leave that for you to make a comment about it in the chat. But now let us go to Zakura. Brother Zakir Naik, peace be upon him, trying to grow a beard and it's not working. He used all kind of fertilizer from Home Depot to Walmart, anywhere. And it's not working. So we will try to help him to make him look like a sheep. How we can prove that the Quran is not wrong? Well, Zakir Naik have the answer. It's very easy.
As far as the scientists are concerned, they have a different philosophy. They have a different approach. This approach is known as the falsification test.
The falsification test, brother. So let us now try the falsification test. And I don't want to bore you with the long, silly video. So we will move a little bit to where Zakir Naik, he give us the falsification test according to the Quran, you know, because the Quran, as you know, Allah knows best. what is the falsification test? Can you please, brother Zakir Naik, help us, brother? What is the falsification test?
Till the last day. I'll just mention about 4 or 5 because of lack of time. One very good example is about the story of Abu Lahab. Abu Lahab, he was the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he was given this nickname, Abu Lahab, the father of the flame, and he was one of the staunchest enemies of the Prophet. Whenever he saw anyone speaking with the Prophet, he used to wait. Moment the Prophet left, he used to go to the man and ask him, what did the Prophet say? Did he say black? It is white. Did he say day? No, it is night. He used to speak the opposite. He was one of the staunchest enemies of the Prophet. He went out of the way, he even lied many a times just to prove the Prophet wrong. Now there's a surah in the Quran by the name Surah Lahab, chapter number 111, which all of us know very well. It's recited many times in the Salah, Tabbat Yada Abi Lahab wa Tab, etc. In this surah it is mentioned that Abu Lahab and his wife, they will burn in the hellfire, indicating they will never become Muslims. They will never ever.
So listen, brother, sister. There's a verse in the Quran, chapter in the Quran says, indicating that Abu Lahab will never become a Muslim. If Muhammad is not a prophet, how he knew that Abu Lahab will not become a Muslim? How he knew? Who is a Muslim, who is a Muhammadan, agree with this falsification test? Focus with me, people. Don't ask me questions about different things until we finish. Already we see people asking questions have nothing to do with the topic. That's what people do. Any Muhammadan, agree. I mean, Muhammadan agree with this for sure, But who dare really to say, I accept this falsification test, that if Muhammad, he says something, and that thing did not happen, that's when Muhammad is telling the truth. Like Muhammad said, as an example, he will not enter Islam. But Muhammad never said that. Muhammad, he will go to hell. But the Quran says that to all people who did not believe in Muhammad, and later they believe in Muhammad. Let us go and show you other verse in the Quran so we can laugh together. There's a chapter in the Quran, it's called Al-Kafirun. Al-Kafirun, the holy chapter is about, I will not believe in what you believe, and you will not believe in what I believe. And this is a chapter given to who? You know what? I'm not going to waste your time. Chapter 109. Let us go and see. This is a chapter given to who? Abdul trying to call me? Oh, okay. So let us see this chapter. Was given to who? This verse, or this chapter, is given to the people of Quraysh. People of Quraysh. And Muhammad was saying to them, you will not believe in what I believe, and I will not believe in what you believe. But later, all of them, they become believers. Oh boy. Let us see this Abdul trying to call, supposedly. He is so excited. All right. Let us see. We will call him. Hello? No, this is... Hello? Yes,
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. You are a Muslim?
Yes, I am.
All right. What do you think about the topic?
So you're talking about Abu Lahab here now.
Yeah, like Zakir Naik saying that this is a proving that Muhammad is a prophet. How that prove that Muhammad is a prophet
Yes,
if he says that
and
Abu Lahab?
you're talking. Yes, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
So basically, you're talking about how it is said that Abu Lahab will never ever
Yeah.
accept Islam.
Where it says in the
Now-
verse he will never ever accept Islam.
Yeah, meaning he will never accept it. That's what it says.
Where in the chapter says he will never ever accept Islam?
What are you doing?
Well, you can call me back. Guys, I don't see in the verse anywhere where it says that this guy will not accept Islam. Nowhere. So what the Muslims do, if the guy later accepts Islam, as many, like Abu Sufyan as an example, they will say, well, Allah is all merciful. But it happened that this guy did not accept Islam. So now it's a miracle. Well, you know, the Quran is full of example of people did not accept Islam. He's trying to call. Let us call him again. Okay, it's not working. Let us call again. Try again. He's trying to call. Don't call, my friend. I'm calling you. Don't call. If you call and I'm calling the same time, that will not work. Let us lower the sound. Until now, he did not answer. I don't know why he's not answering. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. So did you hear what I said? We're in the chapter here, so we can call this a chapter, which is a very funny chapter, where it says that he will never enter Islam.
Basically, he was talking about how he is being like a horrible person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but why you Muslims saying that Muhammad here? This is how we prove that the Quran is from God. How that work? The guy, he did not enter Islam, as Zakir Naik saying, and because of that, that is proof that the Quran is from God. How that work? So if I say to somebody, you will never become, you will go to hell. You will go to hell because you don't accept Jesus. Okay, and then this guy, he died, and he did not accept Jesus. How that prove that I am right, he's wrong?
Pardon?
If I say to a person, you will go to hell if you don't accept Jesus, as you know, I'm a Christian, right? So I believe that the one who don't accept the Messiah, he will go to hell. Okay, so if I say to a Muslim, and you are a Muslim, if you don't accept Jesus, you will go to hell. And then one day you die, and you don't accept Jesus. So how that confirm that I am right and you're wrong? What is the logic?
Because there are different signs that happen in are happening right now that are from the Quran.
What
You
difference?
know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
what?
for example, how it talks about how the Euphrates River will dry up. That's something that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said.
How
That
what?
the Euphrates River will dry up, right? And gold will be found under there. That's happened.
Okay. What does have to do with this?
Yes,
So
that's
did we find a gold mountain and the Euphrates River?
Yes, the Turkish have found it. Now it's in the mine, 99 tons of gold.
There's 99 tons of gold and the Euphrates River?
99, yes.
99 tons of gold.
And every
Okay, but I have a bad news for you. First of all, this is a lie. Turkey is borrowing money from everybody and bankrupt. Secondly, your prophet, he mentioned the Euphrates River, and he mentioned that this will happen in before the judgment day.
It happens. It's happening before Judgment Day.
Okay, but there is a signs. The Euphrates, when this has happened, people will not accept money no more. And nobody need money no more. So you just said that the Euphrates River show a golden mountain and
No, not a mountain, not a mountain, a mine.
mine, no problem. I mean,
You know
this is
what,
okay, whatever, mine, etc. Okay. So, can you read the hadith for me so we can laugh together? Remember, you are the one who brought it, not me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me quickly just get it out.
Huh?
Let me just quickly get it.
I will get it for you, no problem. I know all your prophet laundry. Here we go.
No, I found it. Got it.
Read it
Okay,
and
so
laugh.
you don't need to tell me because I know yours is most likely going to be fake.
Okay.
So,
it might be fake. This is your Muslim website.
it
Sunnah.com.
It says the hour will not come to pass before the river Euphrates dries up to unveil the mine of gold for which people will fight for, and out of every 100 people, 99 will die fighting for it.
Okay, first of all, your prophet, he says soon. Yushik is very soon. And this is 1400 years after. And that will happen as Judgment Day. And when people, they find that nobody will take the gold. Nobody will need the gold.
No, people, no, you know what he's saying? He's saying that out of every 100 people, loads of people will go and fight for it from all over the world. But he's telling the Muslims that we should not go near that gold. Because out of every... Because
my friend, okay, first of all, can you read for me Al-Bukhari one by one? You said it's not a mountain. You said it's a mine. But your prophet, he says a mountain.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a mountain, not a mine.
Okay, fine, we'll say mountain.
Okay, mountain is something above the earth, not under the earth. Or not under, it's a mountain. We call it mountain.
Should I tell you something?
We call it mountain.
Can I tell you something, please?
My friend, when I said to you mountain, you yourself, you refuse. You said mind. Why? Because mountain doesn't make sense. And you are the one who supposedly wanted to correct me, correct? And you said to me mind, not a mountain. Why you said to me mind, not a mountain, if mountain is okay?
No, can I tell you basically, in the Quran, you can't understand, even in the Hadith, Quran and Hadith both, you cannot understand anything simply by reading the text. For example, in the Quran, chapter 9, verse 5, it says, slay the pagans wherever you find them. Now, that makes it sound bad. But whatever, you need to find out the meaning of that translation. Don't change.
Hold on. So, it's a mountain, it's not a mind. And this was so very soon. And then when your prophet, he says, when this mountain discover, nobody will take gold from it. Read the hadith in front of your eyes.
That's not true.
Read it's in front of your eyes. It's in front of your eyes. I'm putting it for you on the screen.
Wait, let me quickly see your channel quickly. Let me go on to it. Let me see it. 1 minute.
If you can speak slower because people don't understand you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So, did your prophet says nobody will take anything from it?
No, basically, you don't understand.
My friend, stop telling me you don't understand. It says nobody will take anything from it. It says nobody will take anything from it. And you are telling me that they found a mine. Is Erdogan now taking gold from the mine and the Turkish will take that gold?
Okay, wait. Well, can you get out an actual Quran or actual reference?
My friend, why you are changing topic? You are the one who chose this hadith. You are the one who chose this hadith to prove to me that you're a prophet. No, you are the one who chose this hadith for me, and now you are in trouble proving that Muhammad is a false prophet because you are the one who said to me they found a mine of gold under Euphrates, and you are the one who mentioned it, and then we find that it's not a mine, it's a mountain, as I said, and then we find that your prophet says nobody will take anything from it.
Let me tell you this, right? I studied the Quran myself. I studied the Quran myself. I studied the Hadith myself. There are many scholars. Yeah, you're a Christian. Now, I'm not saying you're like a bad person or anything like that. But however, Muslims actually study the Quran more than Christians.
Don't change the topic. Your prophet, he says nobody will take anything from it. And
you just
said, why you are trying to get away from the hadith you mentioned to me? I am not the one who asked you to say it. You are the one who brought this hadith.
Yeah, I want to talk calmly.
Okay.
I'm just trying to say that he's told us not to go towards the gold. He's telling us that the believers will not go towards the gold. And he's telling us, warning us.
My friend, he's talking about a specific place, and you're a prophet, he take gold and silver. What are you talking about? He loved them. He worshipped them. Listen, even your God, your house is a brick of gold, brick of silver. Your God himself, he worshipped gold. So don't change the topic. This is a false prophecy. Is that a false prophecy, my friend?
Can you show me that verse?
Is that a false prophecy?
Can you show me that verse?
What is that verse?
Can you show me the verse about Allah worshipping the gold and silver?
Oh, you are trying to change the topic now to get out of this.
No, because you just said.
Well, isn't it your God? Isn't it your God? Okay. If your God don't appreciate gold, did your God he promise you bracelet from gold and silver?
It's a sign of the judgment day. It's literally a sign of the judgment day.
Oh, my friend, this is not judgment day. This is the heaven.
No, it's not
Your heaven, all your heaven is about gold and silver and women private part. So this is your God. He promised you. By the way, there's a contradiction. In one verse, he speak about you will wear like a bracelet from gold. Other verse says a bracelet from silver. So here we go, chapter 76, verse number 21. It says, you will be wearing bracelet from gold, from silver. My friend, hold on. So this God, he do not know even what you will wear. Is it from silver or from gold?
Wait, so chapter 76, verse 21, you're saying?
Yes, it says bracelet from silver.
Okay, let me quickly go to that, because I'm not actually a scholar. I haven't learned the entire Quran.
You told me you study the Quran yourself,
they will
and
have
you are a person who studies. So who cares, my friend? Yeah, you mentioned that you are the one who studied the Quran. So I'm talking to somebody who is knowledgeable.
Yes,
okay,
all right.
So does it say here that Allah will give you a bracelet from silver?
No, it says they will have fine green silk and brocade, and they will be decorated with bracelets of silver. Now, do you know? And then it says the Lord will provide them with a drink of pure wine.
Okay.
Do you know what it is talking about?
No, I do not know. You tell me.
It is talking about heaven.
I know about heaven. I just told you this is in heaven. So I'm asking you now. In heaven, Allah will give you a bracelet from gold or from silver?
Yes.
What's yes?
That doesn't mean he's worshiping.
Is it from gold or from silver? Is it gold or silver?
It's a silver.
It is silver, so it's not a gold.
No, but in the Euphrates River there will be gold.
What?
Just because there will be silver in heaven doesn't mean there can be silver in the Euphrates River.
Okay, so I'm asking you now. I said to you many times, and you are not listening. Allah will provide you a bracelet from silver in heaven. Is He going to provide you a bracelet from gold in heaven?
Yes, He will be, because He's rewarding us.
So He will give you a bracelet of gold.
Yes, all the good people on earth, they will receive.
Okay, but here it says it's a bracelet from silver. Does God not remember? Well, is it gold or silver?
It says silver. What are you trying to say? I don't understand what you're trying to say now.
So I'm asking you now, please listen to me carefully. You are not listening. You are very nervous. I'm saying your God in heaven, He will give you a bracelet from gold or from silver.
If what again, please.
Your God in heaven is going to give you a bracelet from gold or from silver?
Yes, He will give it from silver.
Silver. It's not gold.
Not gold, just silver.
Not gold. Thank you. Just silver. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. So how you can explain this verse then? Chapter 18, verse number 31, where Allah, He promised you a bracelet from gold.
Wait, chapter 18, verse 31.
Yeah.
Surah Al-Qaf. Let me quickly go up to it. Sorry for the inconvenience of making you wait a bit.
No problem. Don't worry. Allah and Jibreel is waiting for you.
Okay, I found it now. So here it says, they will be admitted to the gardens of Eden, which is heaven pretty much, wherein streams flow. They will rest on soft couches, decorated with bracelets of gold. You
just said to me a second ago. No, listen. Now you try to explain. Now you try to explain. I made the question so clear. I said to you, are they going to wear a bracelet from gold or from silver? You said no, silver, just silver. And you mentioned the word just.
No, this is talking about the Garden of Eden.
It is you. This is not the garden. This is heaven. This is heaven, my friend. It says there.
There are two gardens in heaven. There are two gardens in heaven. One's Garden of Eden and there's the other garden. In one garden, there's going to be gold, near the rivers, and there's one going to be silver.
My friend,
There's
hold
two
on.
gardens.
Guys, listen to this.
The first
Is this one in heaven or not? Is this verse is about people in heaven or not? My friend, is this verse is in heaven or not?
It's talking. Both of them are talking about heaven.
This is heaven or not?
Yeah, both of them are about heaven. Yes.
Okay,
Heaven.
so you are saying to me that those who they are in Eden heaven, they will have a bracelet from silver only, and those who they are not in Eden heaven, they will not have that. They will have silver, correct?
So in the Eden garden there will be gold, and the other one there will be silver. That's
Okay,
correct.
okay. So now if we go, you know, I find you very funny, by the way, because when you say in Eden heaven this will be gold, and you are saying to me that the Muslims will not sit in one heaven, correct?
No, both of these gardens are in one heaven.
No. You
So
just
like,
say
say
there's two.
it's like-
You just say there's Garden of Eden and there is heaven. So Garden of Eden, sorry.
Eden is in heaven. There are two different gardens in the same heaven.
Okay.
For example, think of like your street. Think about your,
okay,
think about,
let me ask you where you got this
Listen
where you got this fast explanation from? Can you show me the reference that this is about Eden? It's different because it
It
is
says it right here. It says it right here in the verse. Garden
where
of
it
Eden.
says because they are there. All of them they are there.
All of them, all the good people are in
Okay,
heaven.
just to show you, here we go. If you read with me, my friend, just to show you your ignorance, you are an ignorant person claiming to have knowledge. If you read with me here, that you will be wearing the same clothes in chapter 76,
which verse?
chapter 76, verse number 21. Those are the same
Okay,
people wearing the same clothes.
Let me go back to it. Wait, chapter 76, verse 21. Let me go back to it, please. Then we'll start reading together. Okay, here, I'm back at it.
All right. Can you read? Is it the same
Yes,
place?
they will
It
have
says
fine
you will
green
be wearing the same clothes in the other verse. It's exactly the same thing. The only difference is...
Wait, no, read the one you're talking about, verse 21.
Read it. Go ahead.
Yeah, they will have fine green silk and brocade.
So what they will
and
be
they will
wearing?
be
What they will be wearing? Green silk
Green
and
silk
brocade.
and brocade,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
And they will be decked with bracelets of silver.
Okay.
Their Lord will provide them with a drink of pure wine.
Okay. But isn't this what it says in the other verse? The only difference is the
I can't
bracelet
hear
of
you again,
gold.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's two different. I just explained to you with my own mouth. There are two different gardens in one heaven. So it's the same heaven. Everything is the same, but there's two different gates with two different gardens inside that one heaven.
Okay.
And people can, and if you want,
All right.
you
Who
can
is
go to
going
one
to
heaven
go?
or the
Who
second
is
one. You
going
can
to
choose.
go? Okay, let us make it simple now so people can laugh more. Who is going to sit in the Garden of Eden and who is not?
Anybody, they can choose.
No,
They literally can choose.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It says that one verse.
Anybody who was a good person, Allah will let them decide which gate they want to go through into heaven, and they can choose. Now, obviously, I can't say which person it will be. Only God knows that. Allahu Alam. Okay.
Okay.
Right? But anybody can choose.
All right. So
You
let
don't
me.
know. I don't know. No one
Okay.
knows.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. So we are reading now chapter 76, correct?
Yes.
All right. There is a heaven made of gold and heaven made of silver in Islam.
There's only one heaven.
Yeah.
It's not saying that they
No,
will
I'm
be
asking,
made
my
out
friend,
of
listen
gold.
carefully.
It's saying they will be given
There is
bracelets
two
made of
heaven
gold.
in Islam. One is made of gold and one is made of some silver.
Okay, fine. Let's just say it is. Where is that written though?
I'm asking you. If
I
there
don't-
is.
No, I don't remember hearing that verse. You're saying there's a verse saying that. I don't remember hearing that verse.
My friend,
I've read the entire
I want an answer. I don't understand you. You know, you are speaking so fast, and I have no idea what you are saying.
Sorry, let me read it
I'm
slowly.
saying to you,
So basically,
my question is very simple. If there is a heaven made of gold and heaven made of silver in Islam.
no, there are two heaven. I mean, there are two gardens in one heaven, right?
Okay.
However, they will get bracelet. People in each heaven will get a bracelet either made from gold or silver. The heaven won't be made out of what you call it, silver or gold. The bracelets they will get will be made out of silver or gold. Not the heaven. The heaven will be made out of gold or silver.
So the heaven is not made of gold or silver.
No, only the bracelets are made of it.
Okay. So
It literally says that it will be decked with bracelets of silver, and the other one says gold.
So you will not change your mind after 2 seconds, because this is what happened. Each time I show you something, you switch your interpretation and you change it. First you said there's no, they will have only silver. When I showed it the gold, suddenly it says there's two heaven, one is gold, one is silver. So you are a person, you are a Muhammadan. This is what Muhammadan do. This is what Muhammadan do. They switch the meaning of a verse in a second. You just said the opposite.
What did I switch?
Okay.
What did I switch?
My friend, you switch. You said, I asked you, is it in heaven you will wear a breast from gold or breast from silver? You said no. Just you are the one who said it's recorded just from silver. Just from silver.
That's in that part of the garden.
I asked you in heaven. I asked you in heaven. I did not say to you which part of the garden. Okay, my friend. I did not ask you which part of the garden. I said to you in heaven, which Muslims are going to wear. What Muslim going to wear? Gold or silver bracelet? You said no, just silver.
That's in that part of the garden. I also told you that after.
You did not say that. This is later.
Change what I
this is later. You know, this is what you said later, and it's what you said the opposite. Okay.
So basically, what you were trying to say is that there are many contradictions.
Just to show everybody that you Muslims know nothing about Islam. I asked you, there is how many heaven every Muslim will have?
There's only one heaven, but there are 8 gates that lead to that one heaven.
Okay, there's only one heaven, guys. Remember that. Okay, no, just take a note. There's only one heaven.
Listen to me. What I say carefully, please. So there's one main heaven, right? But if you were talking about the night of Mi'raj, there are 7 skies.
This is not what I'm asking you for. How many heaven you will have? What 7 Mi'raj? What are you talking about? I'm asking you now. No, you. When you go to heaven, what you will have? How many heaven you will have?
There's only one heaven.
Only one heaven. So you confirm there's only one heaven. There's no 2 or 3 or 4. And you confirm that those heaven are not made of gold or silver.
Yes.
Okay. You are a stupid liar. Here we go. You call me kafir when the fact you are a kafir. You are the kafir. You are the one who kisses a black stone and you do not know your religion and you have a big mouth. Read the hadith with me. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari.
Okay,
Just read Sahih al-Bukhari. You said it's only one heaven. When your prophet, he says, you will have 2 heaven of silver and 2 heaven of paradise, of gold.
Which? Listen to me. What is the number of that hadith? What is the number?
It doesn't have a number. Imam Murrah said to me, there's no number for it. I don't know. Ask Imam Murrah.
Wait, that means it's all fake then, because every hadith has a number.
Well, there's no number for it. Like, did your prophet give you a number? Did your prophet give you a number?
The prophet gave a number for every single hadith.
Prove it.
The Sahih Bukhari,
in fact, your prophet, he said, don't write any hadith. What are you talking about? Your prophet, he said, don't write any hadith from me.
What do you mean? No, Sahih Bukhari wrote one book that had 7,500.
Okay, you know what? I will give the hadith number just to make you happy. Okay, the book of Shish Kebab, hadith number 7444. Read it.
Shish Kebab?
Yeah.
What?
Well, don't you Muslim have? Isn't it your prophet who received a dish of shish kebab for his penis because he was not working?
Oh, that's a complete lie. Where did it say that? Tell me a number.
I can show you the hadith. Now read the hadith for me. Why you don't read it? It's a screen.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is.
My friend, read the hadith. Later we will discuss the number because the number is very sensitive. The Russian are watching.
Okay, let me go onto your channel again then. Let me go back onto it.
Okay.
So you're saying, let me find it. I'm good. No, wait, let me read it. So it says, there will be 2 paradises of still. You're still on the same one from before on your channel.
What? Read it.
It says, there will be 2 paradises of silver and all utensils and whatever is therein.
Okay, so let us stop here. So does it say 2 paradise, 2? Why you lied to me? You said there's only 1.
Because there is one. But you know what you do?
But you just said 2.
What you do? Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me?
I'm listening.
Let me tell you what you do.
I'm listening.
There's many times where I have seen it myself that what you do is you change what it says. This isn't the Quran what you got in your hand here. This is a random computer.
I am the one who's changing. This is your hadith. It says 2. You said 1.
What's the number though? If it's a real hadith, what's the number?
My friend, I cannot find the number. I asked Imam Murrah. He did not. I'm trying to call him. He is not giving me the answer. I'm asking you. Does it say 2? This is Sunnah.com. Listen, this is Sunnah.com. This is your Muslim website. Look.
And in Surah Al-Kahf, when I read it, it never said 2 heavens.
No. Okay, this is Sahih al-Bukhari, just to show you how Muslims look for excuse. Just to show you that you are just a kid like the rest of you. All of you are, Muhammad is a kid, Aisha is a kid, all of you are kids. Hadith number 7444, Sahih al-Bukhari. Now you have excuse? No. So the first excuse, where's the number? Huh? This is fake. This is not true. Because this is the game. They try to make fake anything, even if it's true, because it's embarrassment. Now you have al-Bukhari, 7444. My friend, it's al-Bukhari. Are you going to say it's fake now?
Can you stop talking over me and trying to tell you something, okay? Right? A minute ago, you said it's in Surah Al-Ghaf. Right when I said...
Does it say Allah will give you 2 paradise? Don't change the topic. 2 paradise, one of listen, your God, I just proved to you that your God worship gold and silver. So 2 paradise made of gold, 2 paradise made of silver. So you will have 4 paradise. What you will do with them? All of them, they are gold and silver. So here we see that you are going to wear gold and silver, and your God, he make contradiction, because both of them, they have gold and silver, and he promised you that you will wear a bracelet from gold, but you just said to me you can go and wear the silver. Hold on, listen. When I asked you is it 2 or 1, you said 1. Now we have 4.
You just said 2. Why are you changing everything?
You said it's only 1 paradise. You said only 1 paradise.
Listen to me.
Listen, you said there is paradise. There's a garden. It's called Eden. And you will have, this is 1 heaven. You said 1 heaven. Now we have 4 paradise.
1 garden in the heaven.
What 1 God? Who care about 1 God or 2 now? This is not the question.
Heaven, that's a garden inside the heaven.
Okay, how many heaven you will have? Let me repeat the question. Is it 2? Is it 1? Is it 4?
It's 1. And also, tell me this, right?
It says here, my friend. It says here, okay, what is the word? What is the Abdul? What is the word heaven in the hadith? What is the word heaven used here?
Heaven is Jannah.
What is the word heaven? Jannah. Well, this is Jannat. It says Jannatan. Thank you. So heaven, Jannatan from silver, Jannatan from gold. So you said to me, I asked you what heaven is. You said the word Jannah. That's wonderful. So the Quran, even not that, the Quran it says Jannat. What Jannat mean?
Because, do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? I can tell you.
You know why? Because your God is worshipping gold and silver, and he's confused.
What are you talking about? What's this to do with gold and silver? Now you're
my friend, I ask you how many heaven there is. You said 1 heaven. You said 1 heaven. Everybody heard you. This is the chapter 2, verse number 2025.
Okay, wait. Chapter 2, verse 2025.
Yeah. Does it say in Arabic? Does it say in? You claim that you know a little bit of Arabic. I don't know how much you know. Does it say Jannat?
I am trying to, respect you, but you're not letting me talk.
Oh, you are talking, my friend.
No, but you can't be speaking over me.
What do you mean don't let me talk? We are talking at the same time, so what?
Yeah, and I'm trying to tell you something, but you can't tell me.
You are not trying to tell me something, you are trying to avoid telling me something. Does it say here that you will have Jannat? Jannat.
I'm telling you the answer to that question if you actually listen.
So it's not 1 heaven, it is Jannat.
Okay, think of it like this. Jannah is spelled Jannat.
You are telling me now how to pronounce it now?
Because that's how you pronounce it.
Do you speak Arabic? Do you speak Arabic?
It's spelled Jannah.
Do you speak Arabic? Do you speak Arabic?
For example.
Do you speak Arabic?
I don't speak Arabic.
So how you are telling me how to pronounce the Arabic word?
Because I'm a Muslim and it's always said Jannah.
Okay, you are a Muslim who don't speak Arabic, and now you are telling me how to pronounce the word, but you do not know how to read the word.
I know how to read the word.
Okay, read it then. Here we go. Read it for me. Read it for me.
Let me go to the verse. I'm still going to the verse.
Okay, listen. Read it for me. إِنَّ لَهُمَ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ. So,
okay, wait, let me go to the verse.
Jannatin, many heaven. Your God lie. It's not 1 Jannah. And your God is confused. A heaven made of gold?
Can you please listen to me?
A heaven made of silver? Satan. This is Satan. Satan is the one. Satan is the one who promotes such a promotion that, you know what, if you believe in me, I will give you everything, is all the gold you want, all the silver you want. Even he promised you to be 10 times more rich than any king in the world.
Just Allah saying that, not the heaven, not the shaitan. And Allah is saying that because he's giving us a reward for us for being good people. But someone like you...
What does this have to do with my topic now? The question is, you said it's 1 heaven. I ask you what heaven is. You said God. You said Jannah.
Yes.
Okay, but the Quran says Jannat.
Do you know why? Because there is something called a full stop before the word.
There's what?
And
There's
when
what?
there's a full stop.
There's what?
You know, full stop.
What?
Waqaf. You know, full stop.
Full stop?
Yes.
What does
where
that
the
mean?
sentence ends. The little circle where the sentence ends.
What's you know, is it one or many? Read with me. Even translation says Jannat, heavens.
It says here. Okay, I'm on it now. Chapter 2, verse 225. God will not take into account your inattentive oath. However, he will question you about what your hearts have gained. God is all forgiving and lenient.
So now you change the topic, but you prove to me that your God Allah is a fraud, because what kind of God he allow you to take false oath?
What are you talking about? You say a completely different verse.
No.
On this verse,
I'm not talking about that verse. You are not listening. I said the chapter 2, verse number 25, not 225. I said 25. You are nervous.
Okay, let me go back there. Sorry,
okay.
Let me go back there.
And the verse you mentioned about Allah will not take you accountable for giving false oath, proving that Muhammad is the devil, because only God, he would like you to lie, take an oath using his false name, so you can lie by using his name. Only God, the devil, God the devil, he will like that. The true God, he will never allow anyone to break his oath.
Can you listen to me now? I'm on the verse, chapter 2, verse 25. It says, Muhammad, tell the righteously striving believers of the happy news that for them are gardens, or in streams flow.
Garden or gardens? Garden or gardens?
Garden. You know why? Because there is a full stop. It means
okay, so it is garden, not gardens.
You know the word
so, okay, listen. No, listen. It is garden. You are saying, no, listen, wait, my friend, we want to confirm. So you are saying, I know you are talking, you said it is garden, not gardens, correct?
It is there is a waqaf before the word Jannah.
What waqaf? I'm asking you, I don't care how it is. I'm asking you, is it a garden or gardens?
Garden.
So why the Muslim translate, they say gardens?
What are you talking about? There is a waqaf before the word Jannah.
Stop being stupid. You do not know Arabic. What waqaf, you idiot? Are you a donkey or what? I'm asking you now. The garden here, it says garden. So you Muslims. Listen, first of all, Abdul, Arabic is my first language. Inna lahum jannatin tajri. So
I never said
here, this is the Muslim translation, says garden. Why you Muslim says garden if it's not gardens?
Because there is a waqaf before the word
Stop saying
Jannah.
waqaf. What waqaf? Do you know what waqaf mean?
Yes.
What is that? Tell me.
It's a little kind of like letter in front of the word.
What letter in front of the word? Where is that? I cannot see any letter in front of the word. Are you stupid or what? Where is the letter in the front of the word? Show me. Here we go. It's on the screen.
Look, here it says Tahtihal Anhar. Instead of saying Anharu, there's a toy there.
You stupid. This is after. This is not before. Inna lahum jannatin. Abdul, listen. Okay, hold on. Okay, listen. Do you accept your Islamic interpretation for the verse?
Yes.
Okay, so can that solve a problem between me and you? And if they agree with me, that's mean you are a donkey. If they agree with you, that's I am the donkey. What do you think?
Well, I never said that you're a donkey. I never said I am a donkey.
You know, there's a donkey here. Somebody's a donkey. So if the Muslim scholars agree with me, that's mean you're a donkey and you're a stubborn donkey. What do you think?
Well, it's not right to carry cursing.
No, you are saying, and we are not insulting. You know, I'm giving you a rank actually when I give you a donkey. You don't deserve it. So can we go and read the interpretation for the verse, please?
Okay.
Okay. And now if they took my side, you know, is that to prove that you are making just a fabrication when you translate or you try to explain?
No, because they don't understand what you say. You know why?
So the scholars of Islam, they don't know Arabic too.
No, you change what it says. The thing is, you read the words wrong. And that changes the entire meaning.
What do you mean? What do you mean, my friend?
Read to me.
My friend, what do you mean they don't understand? You said I don't understand. I'm talking about your Muslim scholars. Do they understand? Do the Muslims understand? My friend, why you Muslims explain, says, the Arabic is so clear. And why you Muslim translation says paradise, if it's only one? If it says gardens, Gardens.
The one I said has to do with the word garden.
Okay, read with me. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain in front of your eyes. And this is your official government website.
Let me go onto your channel again then.
Does it say gardens? Or garden?
It's. Let me read mine. Let me read yours. It's on mine it says garden. On yours it says gardens.
Gardens.
So the tafsir is different.
Yeah. Does it say gardens in the tafsir, or it says garden?
On my tafsir, on the one I'm on tafsir, it says garden. On
Where?
yours
Where?
says
What tafsir?
garden.
What tafsir you are reading? Give me the tafsir. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain.
It's a full translation of the entire Quran.
My friend, don't tell me what this is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Give me the name.
I'm on the translation of the verse.
No. What translation? You are reading translation of who?
I'm on the Quran. I'm reading the
Isn't
Quran.
you agree
okay?
with me? Isn't you agree with me? A second ago, we can go to the interpretation, and whatever interpretation say, we accept. Either you are the donkey or I'm the donkey. Didn't you agree?
If you let me speak, then maybe you'll find out.
Okay. Does it say here gardens, and this is Tafsir al-Jalalain? Are you more knowledgeable? Are you more knowledgeable than al-Jalalain? It says gardens. Read it in front of your eyes.
On mine it says garden. On yours it says garden.
What mine?
It's
what
different.
yours? My friend, look at the screen. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. This is the official government
Yes, I've looked
website
at it.
from Jordan
Unfortunately, your
Amman, the
Tafsir
king of
Jalalain.
Jordan, on the website. Stop playing games. Does it say gardens or garden?
On your one it says gardens. On my one
What do
it
you mean
says
mine?
garden.
It's not mine. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Stop playing games.
I'm on the translation of the entire Quran.
You are,
The entire
reading,
translation.
you are reading a donkey translation. I'm asking you, what is the name of the translator then?
Actually, fun fact, is by scholars.
Abdul,
so you're completely wrong.
you are lying. You said, I'm reading the translation. I'm asking you, what translation using the word garden, not gardens?
Or that's on mine it says garden.
My friend, I'm asking you, who is the translator? So we can open it and I want to read with you.
The translator. Let me find the translator's name again.
You are reading a book
His
without
name.
knowing. You do not know even who translated
No.
it. What if he is a? What if
The translator's
he? What if
name,
he
the
is a?
translator's name.
What if he is not a pagan like you and he is maybe a Christian? What if he's a person who
Can I
don't kiss a
tell you
black stone
translation?
like you? You
tell you
accept the translation for anyone. You should accept translation only for Muslims, correct?
The translation's name is Dr. Shahnaz Sheikh.
Shahnaz? I never heard of this donkey.
Yes.
This is a new donkey. Shahnaz Sheikh. Let me see if I can find him here. Guys, Shahnaz Sheikh. This guy, do he speak Arabic? I bet you he is using Google. Even if we use Google now, we will see it says heavens. And this is all over the Quran. Okay, listen. You said Dr. Shahnaz. Shahnaz what? Sheikh?
Sheikh.
Sheikh. Okay, so his name is Shahnaz, guy. So okay, so can you read for me in chapter 3, verse 136 in translation of Shahnaz Sheikh? What he says?
136.
Yeah.
Are you sure? 136.
Yeah, chapter 3, verse number 136. I'm going to look for this Abdul Quran translation.
Surah Al-Imran. Surah Al-Imran.
Translation. Shahnaz. Okay. Let us see if we can find him.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you
Don't
not let
ask
me
a
speak
question.
Arabic?
We are laughing. Don't change the topic. Here we go. Let us go to the translation of Shahnaz. Chapter 3.
Wait, so you're
My
trying
friend,
to
you
say that
are,
there
you
are
are
many
in trouble.
contradictions
You
in
are
the
in
Quran?
trouble. People will laugh at you, and your religion is a joke.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we will see about that.
It says, their reward will be forgiveness from their Lord, and garden wherein streams flow, and wherein they will live forever. How blessed is the reward of those who labor.
Okay, let's say garden or gardens again.
It says garden.
It says garden again.
Yes.
Wow, okay, let us see. Let us see how this 136. I'm trying to open his book, this guy, this idiot. Gardens, huh? Garden. Okay, 136. Let's see, 136. Next page. All right, 136. Okay. You see, you are a big fat liar. Here we go. This is his translation. It says gardens.
Mine it says garden. So
You're a liar. This is his translation. This is Shahnaz's translation.
I've just read it in front of my own eyes.
I have it
can
in the
read
screen.
properly.
I'm going to post the link to everybody in the chat. You are a fraud. It says gardens in front of my eyes. Read it.
Okay, let me read it on your screen, because on mine it says garden.
What do you mean you mind? This guy, he have many translations for the same book. One with S, one without S.
One translator. One translator.
Okay, this is Shahnaz the translator, and this one, it says gardens.
But do you know that there's only one heaven?
Abdul, don't change the topic. You are the one who chose the translator. You are a liar. Let me post the link for everybody. Never listen to Abdul. They are professional liars. They have no dignity and always they lie. And this is why we say Islam without lies dies. Here we go. This is the link. Everybody can open. Everybody can open it in a second, and they will see that it says gardens. And this is the translation of the person you choose for me. And you were lying to us saying it says garden. You took the S off. You took it off.
I can't see the link.
You took it off. Admit.
I haven't received a link.
It's in the chat.
I haven't received them. Still here waiting.
What do you mean still waiting? It's in the chat. In YouTube.
Yes, I'm on the YouTube one. I'm on the YouTube one.
And if you go up here, it says, you know, translation by Dr. Shahnaz. Do you see it? Here we go. Let us zoom in. You are a certified liar, my friend. Shahnaz Sheikh.
Wait, so let me get something straight with you, right?
Don't get straight with me now. Why you lied to me? Why you took the S off? Why you took the S off and you insist doesn't say gardens?
On the translation I'm reading, it literally says
There's
garden.
no other translation. You are a liar. Provide it to me. Give me the translation you are reading.
It's on what you call it, Quran.
My friend,
I'm reading a book.
Pause the link in the chat. Pause the link in the chat. Give us the link. What website you are reading from?
I'm not reading a website.
What are you reading?
I'm reading it from the book.
Well, this is the book.
From the actual book in my hand.
This is the book.
The Quran.
This is the book.
Quran.
This is the book. And it says here, you can buy it from Amazon. Huh? This is the book.
Wait, so can I ask you a question, please?
Don't ask me a question. Answer why you are a liar. Why you are so now we confirm it is heavens, not heaven. Your God is a stupid. Once he say it's heaven, once he says it's heavens, once he says to heaven from gold, what to heaven from silver. What a stupid religion. And secondly, in the top of that, when we ask you it's gardens or not, you mention to me a translation. We check it out. We find you are lying. You are the one who is eating like the goat who ate the Quran. You ate the letter S.
What? I got the book in my hand.
I have the book in my hand too. Here we go. It's in front of me. This is the same book, the same translation, and the same translator he says gardens.
No, you're not reading it on a book in your hand. You're reading it on a computer.
Well, what do you mean computer? This is the same book. And this is a Muslim website. And this is a Muslim website. It's called Islamic Study. Islamic Study.
Everything you say.
.donkey. Listen, read it. Islamic Study.donkey.com. So don't tell me I'm reading from this is your Muslim website. So you Muslims are adding S now. So one Muslim take the S. So who is lying here?
So you are basically saying that there are many contradictions in the Quran.
I'm not saying there's a contradiction. There's no contradiction in the Quran because the Quran is a book of contradictions. My friend, I'm not saying there's a contradiction. Okay, Abdul, I will go with you. Listen. Do you remember the story? For me, I believe the Quran is sent by the true God, which is Satan, the true God of this world. Listen. Your God cannot maintain his words together like your S. Your S goes, your S come. So I'm going to give you a second chance to fix everything. Okay? We will start from zero. Can you give me any proof that Islam is religion coming from the true God? Anything?
There are many signs, I said.
Like what?
Like, for example, I told you on already the Euphrates River.
But this is turned to be false prophecy because your prophet, he said nobody will take anything from it. First of all, nowhere it says that they discover gold in Euphrates and you're a liar and I change you to provide reference. Go ahead.
You just read it. It said Euphrates River.
Yes, you are the one who said Euphrates River. I'm asking you. You said that they found. You said they found the mind and the Euphrates River. Can you show me where is that? Where do you get this news from?
It says, now, as I tried to explain to you,
What
yeah,
explain?
which you say,
You
apparently it
said,
says
you,
Mount.
Abdul, don't stop playing the game. I said you say
I'm
it.
talking about the
Listen,
topic.
you,
I'm talking about the topic. Let
when
me
you
say
said,
my
when
answer.
you said that they found a mind in the Euphrates River, you lied. There's no such a thing.
There is a mine, but it
Show
is
me.
written
Go
in
ahead.
metaphorical
Show
terms.
me. Go ahead. Turkey is
It's
a
written-
bankrupt
well, how
country.
do I
My
show
friend,
you?
Turkey is a bankrupt country. Secondly, you're a prophet. He promised. Your promise, he said, nobody will take anything from it when they find it because nobody
That's
need
not true.
money.
That's something that you made
Because
up.
you stupid idiot. When your prophet, he mentioned this is the last day. When people
The
do not
Bible
need
let
money
you
no
swear.
more. Abdul, listen carefully. But people will not accept money because there's no time for
I've been
money.
answering every.
So
I've been answering
do
every
you see,
question
you
you
never
asked, right?
answer anything. Do you see your prophet saying, and nothing will be taken out from it? Does it say that?
That's all false. What you're saying, what you've got there is false.
This is false?
Because you make it yourself. You write it yourself. That's what you've been
I
doing
write
for
it
years.
myself, but this is Sunnah.com and this is Sahih Muslim.
It doesn't say about the Euphrates River and Surah Al-Kahf.
This is Sahih Muslim. Sahih Muslim, I wrote it
You just literally
myself.
said Surah Al-Kahf.
Abdul,
You just literally said
this is
Surah Al-Kahf.
Sahih Muslim, hadith number 2894 and 4 cents. You see, it says C. So this is $289.04. So you are saying to me, I make it up?
No, let me tell you this, right? So you're here lying again and again and again, right? You're trying to say that there are contradictions in the Quran.
Is the
and
hadith
then
number
when
4 cents? Is the hadith number 4 cents? Is it a true hadith or I made it?
there is no such verse which has a price.
I'm asking you, when your prophet says the last hour would not come unless the Euphrates would uncover a treasure of gold, so he would, who find it, should not take anything from that.
They should not take anything, but it never said that they won't take anything.
So the
You're saying that they won't
so
take
is,
anything.
but this is before the judgment day, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you
And
mentioned
it's
to me, you
happening.
are the one who mentioned to me that people will fight over it. Did they find the mind and now 100 they fight, you know, from every 100, one person live? There's a war there now in the Euphrates River?
Not right now, but they found the gold. Now they're mining it out. They're getting it out of the mine.
But you
And
said,
then once it's fully
but your
out-
prophet said when they find it, people will fight over it. And from every 100, all of them, they will die. 99 would die.
Yes,
And
they
then one
haven't
will
even taken the
survive.
gold
Okay,
out yet.
so now,
How are they supposed to
do we
fight for
have
the
a
gold when they
war?
haven't
Do
even
we
got the
have a
gold
war
yet?
over in your Euphrates River area where you mentioned that the gold is found, which is a lie, and there is 100 people fighting and 99 dying. The one who survived, by the way, this is Rambo. You know, this is Sylvester
By the way, this
Stallone.
hasn't
So
happened yet.
listen,
This
Abdul,
hasn't happened yet.
you just said they found it. You said they found it. It's in there.
Yes, they
But
found it, but the war hasn't happened yet.
what mean it did not happen yet?
Because so far they found the gold, but they can't get it out yet. They're trying
Okay,
to get it out.
listen what your
How
prophet
can
said.
people
Okay,
fight
let
in
us
war for gold when they haven't even got the gold
listen.
yet?
This is what your prophet says. The hour will not come to pass before the river Euphrates dry up and unveiled the mountain. Is the river of Euphrates is dry now?
Yes, it's pretty much dry.
It's dry. So if we go right now and we see the big dams, you know, Turkey is building in the river. So the river is dry, but the dam is full of water. Where is the water coming from?
If you search it right now, is the Euphrates River drying up? It will say it.
No, if you search it, you will find it's not dry. The river after the dam going to Iraq and Syria is drying up because the Turkish, they built many dams. Damn you, stupid idiot. So listen, Abdul,
So it's drying
the
up.
dam,
You
okay,
just
if
gotta
I
put
search
it's
right
drying
now,
up.
if I search now, dam
You
on the
did, you
Euphrates.
just said
Hold
it's drying
on,
up.
hold on, okay.
No,
Hold on, okay,
no,
hold
I'm not
on.
holding you now. I am
People
not
will
holding you
people
now.
will laugh at
I have
you.
not cursed you one
I
minute. I have
can
not called you an idiot.
listen, Abdul. First of all, if I
Does
ask
the
you,
Bible allow you to swear?
if I
Does
ask
the
you, first of
Bible
all,
allow you to
you know,
curse?
as long as you
Does
mention
Jesus allow
Euphrates,
you to curse?
listen, yeah, I am allowed to
No,
curse.
I'm not going to
I am.
curse.
So are
Did
you
Jesus
saying?
allow you to curse?
Are you saying cursing is
Did Jesus
bad?
allow you to curse?
Are you saying cursing is
Did
bad?
Jesus allow you to curse?
Are you saying
Did
cursing?
Jesus allow
Are
you to
you
curse?
saying cursing is bad?
Yes.
Okay, so why your prophet cursed the Muslims?
When did he curse? Actually, Hazrat Ali, which is the Prophet's cousin, he said
You know,
that whenever
did your prophet curse the Muslims unjustly?
No, he never ever cursed a person.
What
He
if I
actually
show you the
explained this not to
reference?
curse people.
What if I show you the reference?
Okay, let me get it out as well.
So if I show you the reference now, you will give excuse. It's okay. The prophet, he can curse. So for me, I am not cursing you. I said, damn, that you will go to hell. So now you are a liar. The Bible says that the one who lie will go to hell. So you are doomed. So now you're a prophet. He cursed people and he beat them unjustly. And he claimed that Allah. This is Imam Murrah told me.
What? Who told you?
Imam Murrah.
Imam Murrah? Oh my God, he's not even real. Imam had my own, what you call it, debate with him just recently on your comment section.
Oh, okay.
Imam Murrah is a Christian.
Is a Christian.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Oh, really?
Okay, listen, Abdul.
Go on to your previous video.
Abdul, listen.
Go on to your previous video.
Abdul.
Go on to your previous video, the one where you did time traveling.
Okay, it's not Imam Murrah. I was joking with you now.
See, I have debate with a lot of Christians.
Listen, it is your prophet who said that now. See, you will change your opinion in 2 seconds.
I literally had a debate.
You will change your statement in a second. It's your prophet who said that, and there's no Imam Murrah. What you will do now?
Literally. 1 minute. I'll call you back.
No, don't call me back. Don't go. Just give the excuse to hold in it. Oh, Imam Murrah. Oh, yeah. The monkey debate. We don't debate them. We chase them from a branch to a branch to a branch. This is set out to curse. And now suddenly Imam Murrah exists. They were denying that he exists, and now he's a Christian. He's a Christian. Take a note. He's a Christian, and mostly he's a Catholic. And I'm not going to be surprised if he's from Ukraine. Just wait. And the Russians are going after him. What a bunch of dummies. All the stupidity of this religion is beyond imagination. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I have the hadith for you, which is the Da'if hadith. It says that your prophet, he did beat people and he did curse them and he insulted them unjustly.
He banned beating people up. He banned it.
Well, read the hadith. You said to me, I'm lying. I said, he will go. I'm showing you. I'm showing you the reference. I'm showing you the reference.
You're not telling me the hadith. Yeah, what is the hadith? Tell me the hadith. Which number?
Here we go. This is the hadith.
Where?
It's in front of you on the screen. Read it.
Oh, well, let me go on the screen.
What happened?
Wait, I'm reading it. 1 minute. I make a covenant with thee against which thou wouldst never go. I am a human being, and thus for a Muslim whom I give any harm, or who I scold, or upon whom I invoke curse, or whom I beat, make this source of blessing. This isn't true. What is the number? What is the number?
Say this is not true. This is okay. This is, and I found it in a magazine.
You found it in a magazine.
Yes, magazine. Speaking about Hunter,
and you actually get
Joe
it from
Biden.
the book.
The thing.
Get it from the book.
Okay, the name of the book. The thing. Hadith number 162 something.
No, you actually know it because
what do you mean?
You said you got it from a magazine.
No, this is what the Muslim said to me. A Muslim, he gave me this hadith. He told me that this is the hadith which is eaten by the goat, which was in the house of Aisha. And the Muslims are hiding it, and now he uncovered it. So I don't know if this is true or not. You are telling me this is a false hadith. You are saying to me now this is a false hadith.
The Prophet Muhammad, there are many. There are 4 types of hadith basically.
Okay.
There are false ones and there are true ones. There's Sahih hadith, which are full true. Yeah. And there is Hassan Hadith,
Yeah.
which is true, but there's a little contradiction inside it. Then there is Zaif, which is weak, and there is Mawzu, which is fabricated. The Hadith that you are reading is fabricated. It is Mawzu.
Thank you for explanation. Well, my friend, I have a surprise for you. This is Sahih Muslim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. Yeah. Here we go. Sahih Muslim, Hadith number 260 and 1 B, which means like this is 2 tons 601 lab, like pound, something like that,
What do you think? Sahih Bukhari, what number again?
Sahih Muslim, focus with me, Abdul.
Sahih Muslim, what number?
260 1 B.
260.
1 B. Don't forget the B. If you forget the B, they will kill you. I know a friend, he forgot the B, he was a Muslim. They chased him to kill him because he forgot the B.
260.
Yeah, 260.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am on the, what do you call it? It says, Anas narrated from the Apostle ﷺ about the major sins. He said, associating anyone with Allah, disobedience to parents, or killing a person, and false.
What are you reading? What are you reading, Abdul?
I'm reading Sahih Muslim 260.
My friend, this is Sahih Muslim 2601 B. Are you deaf?
2601.
Shaitan, he did pee in your ears, I think. I think this is what happened. This is a true story. Your prophet, he is a genius. This is why we should believe in Muhammad, that because how he knew that Shaitan, he will pee in your ears when you sleep, and Shaitan, he sleep in your nose. Only God know that. You know that. You know the thing.
That we believe without understanding.
Okay.
The brother asked a very important question.
Is it, so is this hadith true or not?
Wait, let me find it.
Okay, take your time. We will listen to the how Shaitan is sleeping in our nose until you find it.
Or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time. Satan urinates in their ears.
So that the person came to the messenger of Allah and said, I am burnt. Whereupon the messenger of Allah said, how is it? The person said, I had intercourse with my wife during the day in Ramadan. Upon this, the Holy Prophet said, give charity, give charity. The person said, there is nothing with me. He commanded him to sit down, and there were brought to him 2 baskets containing eatables. Whereupon the messenger of Allah told him to give a sadaqah. This has nothing to do with what you just said.
My friend, I'm really shocked. You proved me as a liar. You know what you can do now. That's it. I want you to download this video and share it with your friends. Do you promise me?
I never told you I was going to share
anything. I'm showing you the hadith number in your Muslim website. This is sunnah.com. What's wrong with you?
You just said Sahih Muslim.
Yes, Sahih Muslim, the website name sunnah.com for the dumb. So here it says, and by the way, this is wrong. This website is not a truthful website, and the address is not right, because this is a Muslim website speaking all of it about sex. So they should not make it .com with you, with O. They should make it with you.com. So now listen, Abdul, is this hadith in front of your eyes? Is this hadith in front of your eyes? Is in front of your eyes? Is it in front of your eyes or not?
Can you read in Arabic, please? Can you read in Arabic? Let me
just see. You do not know Arabic.
I can read Arabic though.
Okay, read for me in Arabic. Guys, he cannot know Arabic, he can read Arabic. Okay, go on.
حدثنا محمد بن رمح بن المهاجر أخبرنا ليس عن يحيى.
What?
I'm reading Sahih Muslim verse 2601.
My friend, you idiot. What Arabic? It says he's حدثنا قتيبة بن سعيد حدثنا المغيرة, etc.
That's not the one.
This is not my business. I'm showing you the reference.
You're on a different reference.
Okay, Abdul, listen. I'm going to show you different reference. Okay? Here. Read this one for me, brother.
Okay, let me go on your channel then. He reported God's message as saying, "Oh God, I have entered into a covenant with thee which thou wilt not break. I am only a human being, so when I have injured, reviled, cursed, or beaten a believer, make that for him a mercy, a purification, and a means by which thou will." This says it's in Bukhari and Muslim, but what's the number? There's no number there.
Number
Anybody
there.
can
I
say
just
it's
gave you the
Bukhari and
number.
Muslim.
I just gave you the number.
Anybody.
I don't know.
Anybody can say it's in Bukhari and Muslim.
Well, this is the book of Mishkat al-Misbah, hadith number 2224.
It says Bukhari and Muslim at the bottom.
Yeah, he is quoting al-Bukhari and a Muslim. That's what he's saying, not me.
What's the number?
I just gave you the number, 2224.
2224, what?
Yeah. What do you mean 222 what? Like, listen, be a kid. I have no time for kids. Just go. You can call me indifferently. I'm done with you. Or just entertainment. So you're a prophet. He cursed people unjustly and he beat the hell of them. So do you admit that you're a prophet? He beat people, yes or no?
Wait, no, what's the number? You didn't tell me the number.
And he cursed them unjustly. Not only he has beaten them unjustly, he has cursed them unjustly, claiming that when he beat you, Allah will make it a blessing for you. Do you want to get some blessing from me? By beating you?
I don't want no blessings from you.
Do you want me to curse you so you can get a blessing from Allah? How in the world, if somebody is beating you unjustly, he is a prophet of God. Why he is a prophet of God and he is being unjust, cursing and beating people, which is not for something they deserve, claiming that Allah, he made a deal with him. If he beat you, if he spit at you, if he whip your back, Allah will give you a reward in the judgment day.
But what's the number?
What number? I just gave you the numbers.
No, you didn't.
No, it says here, sunnah.com, as you see, sunnah.com. This is your Muslim website. Go there and search for,
You're reading a website. I'm reading the actual holy book.
What holy book?
What's going to be correct? The holy book or the website?
Muslim,
the website
Sahih al-Bukhari is a holy book now for you?
Why are you trusting a website? If we made by
I don't trust website.
Holy book.
I don't trust website. I don't trust Muslims. I never trust Muslims.
So why are you reading? Why are you trusting that website?
You know, your prophet says, your prophet, even he says to you, you can lie to your wife, and your wife, she can lie to you. So how we can trust you? If
that website is wrong. That website is incorrect. I just read it to you myself.
The same happened. The same happened when you said to me that Dr. Shahnaz, whatever his name, he was translating garden, not gardens, and then we find that you are a liar.
I just read to you Sahih Muslim 2601.
No, you did not. You were reading for me something else.
You said 2601. Am I correct?
B.
There is no B.
There's
After
B.
2601 to 2602.
Friend, did you search for Sahih Muslim 2601B?
Okay, let me search it somewhere else then.
Okay, search it. Okay, search it. So all this time I say to you B, and now you are saying to me you did not search for the B? You must be a bee yourself. Allah inspired the bee, by the way, to make honey.
I want to Sahih Muslim 2601.
2601B.
Okay, I'm on 2601B.
Okay, read it.
And it says, Aisha anha reported that a person came to the Messenger of Allah and said, I am burnt. Whereupon the Messenger of Allah said, how is it? The person said, I had intercourse with...
Let's go, stupid. And the guy is coming to the prophet. He did intercourse with his wife, and now he have to give it charity. So he should give it intercourse with the goat. Just go, Abdul. Just go. Call me in the other day. I'm done for today. Too much headache with his stupidity. The guy had sex with his wife in Ramadan. Give it charity. You see how he can solve problem? You F somebody, give it charity. Well, if it is not allowed, give it charity. I F'd her, give it charity. Make hummus, give hummus. Bring a dish of hummus to me, and you can F tomorrow and give me a different dish of hummus. You see how Muhammad solved the problem? The guy who broke the law of Allah by F'ing, all what he need to do, give charity. Okay? Brother, sister, Prophet of Allah, he is very serious. About a person, he came to him and he said to him, Allah Prophet, I was F'ing my wife yesterday. And it was Ramadan. The Prophet, he held his nose. He took some boogers and he was thinking about it. He dig deeper. And after digging so deep, he come to him, said, give it charity. The guy thought 100% excited, and he said to himself, well, if this is a solution, I'm going to F my wife every day in Ramadan, and I give charity. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid religion? No, I'm done with you. You can call me tomorrow. I cannot stay here forever. My friend, I will tell you why we should believe Muhammad is true prophet. It's very easy. Listen to this carefully.
Aisha says, can you please explain the hadith about why we should kill the house lizard? First of all, the house lizard, I think they call it salamander or something like that. I'm not sure. The house lizard is an insect.
Forget about school. Forget about the house lizard is an insect. And I was wondering why he have wings and he fly. The house lizard is an insect. Those are your teachers, certified donkeys. The house lizard is an insect. Are you insured? I mean, do you have insurance of your stupidity? Look, they call him because he is the genius and he is the scholar and he have the answer. Okay, let me explain to you, brother and sister. The house lizard is?
The house lizard is an insect that is harmful.
I hate myself. All those years I thought that the house lizard is a kind of birds. It turned to be is an insect. What I will tell my neighbors now? I told them don't kill the lizard, he is a bird. It turned to be he is not a bird. He is an insect. Continue, genius. That's what he learned from his prophet.
Some of it cause a lot of diseases. And some say that it intends to walk over the food and the drinks and to poo.
Evil. Very evil house lizard. They go over your food and he unzips, he grab his penis. You know, he's hiding like, you know, like spices, and the Muslim, they drink it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It's mixed with the... Man, look how evil this is the reason to kill him. What else? What else?
Where it puts a lot of its illnesses and diseases in people's food.
Wow.
So, in general, it is a dangerous creature.
It's a dangerous creature. We have to admit. It's a dangerous creature. Do you know how many people die every day in the highway because of extremely fast lizard? Do you know that there's millions of people they die a year because of the lizard? Do you know the gang in Mexico is called Lizores? And they have heavy guns machines? And they wear a mask of a lizard? They are under the command of Mr. Bean, which is Mr. Lizard undercover.
That only brings harm to the people in general. And if you notice that anything that is harmful...
Look, when a Muslim, he says, if you notice. Because Muslims is the only one who notice things. We have to admit. If you notice. Did you notice? Take a notice.
Harmful, Islam tells us to kill. So Islam tells us to kill a wild dog that bites and attacks people.
Liar. Islam tell you to kill all dogs, not wild dog. Coward, liar. And we can show you the hadith. The prophet, he ordered to kill the dogs. When people, they start complaining, he said, okay, except the guard dog. Liars, liars. And for the only explanation, he ordered to kill dogs because dogs can sense that Muhammad is evil. He ordered and commanded the dogs to be killed. And dogs were killed, except for hunting dogs. Why? Because a woman, she complained, and people, they complained that we need a heart in order that the dog will guard us. And then he made an exception. Let us continue with the lizard story. MashaAllah.
It tells us to kill mice because they spread all types of diseases.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if you know. Now you have to believe that Muhammad is a prophet. According to Muhammad, the mice was a Jew. I mean, and you are telling me how we can examine Muhammad to be a prophet? How he knew this? If Muhammad is not a prophet, how he knew that those rats, Allah, he cursed them to be rats, and they used to be Jewish Orthodox? It must be from God. Look, let us read together. I'm not the one who's saying that. That's what Muhammad's saying. Look at this. Look at this genius Muhammad. And they are trying to examine if Muhammad is a prophet or not. Look at this. The prophet says a group of Israeli were lost. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Take a note. Nobody knows. Take a note. Abdul, Muhammad, if nobody knows what they did, how do you know how they end? I mean, how this guy, he did not get the information about what they did, but he get the information out what happened to them. Sound fishy, huh? We don't know what they did, huh? But Allah cursed them, made them rats. How Muhammad discovered that? Listen carefully. Scientific method. The falsification test, brother. So, but I did not see them except they were cursed and changed into rats. Somebody tell that to Tori Vasinger. Sometime he looked like one. For if you put the milk of a she-camel in front of a rat, it will not drink it. But if the milk of a sheep in front of it, it will drink it. Look at the falsification test. Prophet of Allah, he practiced the laboratory science. He said to himself, okay, listen, let us put some milk in front of the rat. If the rat drink this milk from the she milk, that means he is not a Jew. Because Jews don't drink she milk. So now we discover that those rats are Orthodox Jews. Not only they are Jews, they are very conservative. Hold on, Zakir Naik is calling. Written Prince. Written Prince. I can wait for you. I saw many Jewish people and they don't drink camel milk. Zakir, so why you Muslim drink it? You claim that you follow Moses. Written Prince. Moses did not mention not to drink 7-Up. They would drink 7-Up. Did we forbid 7-Up? Abdul, I'm not asking about 7-Up now. And stop spitting. I'm asking you, as long Moses forbid the she milk, why you Muslim follow it? You don't follow it? Secondly, so if a rat don't drink vodka, that means the rat is a Muslim too. Listen, Prince. First of all the rats drink vodka. And I told them myself, do you have a proof? Can you make a video like the cat who don't walk over the Quran? What a stupid religion. This is a religion and this is a prophet. My friend, your prophet is a certified donkey. And he just lost his license to be even a donkey. Because even a donkey will not say that. Because they don't drink the she-camel milk, that make them Jews? You Muslims don't drink vodka, do you? And donkeys don't drink vodka. Just compare. I want to say thank you for being here. If you'd like me to come back online faster, please share the link. Let us have more than 20,000 view at least, so we can come back as soon as Al-Burak show up in my backyard. And I see Al-Burak knocking at my window saying, let us go to the heaven of Allah, where the virgins are waiting and their vagina is brand new. And as you know, we are so interested in the brand new vagina. We cannot take it used. And if it was used, Allah will put his finger there and he will fix it and he will make it brand new again. Magical cheating. You sleep with her, Allah, he fix her. You sleep with her again, Allah, he fix her again. Endless cheating. Even their heaven is a cheating. He just slept with the girl and now she is a virgin again. What a scam. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. Pray for people in Ukraine. And please don't forget to support them if you can. We told you before about where you can go and give them a donation. Thank you very much. God bless. Christ is Lord. Islam is a fraud. Islam without lies dies. There's no garden. It is gardens. Busted.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and
Plague is one of they are most infamous for. And also they cause fire in houses, as in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, it tells us mice do heinous things, though people nowadays are so fond of them. We're told to kill the crows, a crow that also carries diseases. We're ordered to kill scorpions, and these by nature are harmful for people. So killing them is justifiable and it's a legitimate thing to do. Likewise with the house lizards. And there is a hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari where the Prophet told us, alayhi salatu wasalam, that when Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was thrown by his people in the blazing fire, all the creatures of Allah used to try and put off the fire, with the exception of the house lizard. It used to try to blow so that the fire would grow. And this shows you that our relationship
to the lizard trying to put fire, to make fire on Abraham. What do you want more? Huh? What do you want more? Prophet is a prophet. You cannot deny it. Takbir. See ya.